Good morning.
So good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another session of Empowering Morning Conversations. So each and every day, when we come here, we are taking little steps, right? Maybe huge steps, maybe little steps, but these steps are to lead us to a life that we love and to lead us to a life that comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. Now, isn't that what you want? Yeah? So before we carry on for the topic of the day, I want to just tell you that, when you start acknowledging things, acknowledging, yeah, this happened, yeah, especially when you acknowledge the victories, जो छोटी छोटी या बड़ी बड़ी जीत होती है हमारी, which we win, and we start acknowledging that, you will attract more of that. So, unfortunately, in the unconscious way that we live, you understand, unconscious way that we live, awareness is low, we are in the default mode, we are just running around like crazy, right? Obviously, we are not very present. And when we are not present, we feel rushed, right? There's this crazy rush that we feel, and then there is no time to even enjoy the moment in which you are doing whatever you're doing. So, if you're not there and you're not even aware what's going on fully, then will you be able to acknowledge anything that's happening in your life? So we don't acknowledge because we are in a big rush. So many little wonderful things might have happened in a day, but we didn't notice it because we are in a mad rush. So what happens if we start acknowledging and appreciating what is happening to us moment by moment? At least acknowledging. You remember I said every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. Suresh, Hindi mein batao usko. Every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. Hindi mein bataiye isko. You'll have to unmute yourself.
हर एक अनुभव हमें जिंदगी में बेहतर बनने का
मौका है.
Yeah.
You got it. So once you appreciate that every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves, then would you not experience that moment? Would you be wasting your time judging it? Or would you be experiencing it? See, there are so many, have you noticed that we have so many experiences in our life which we don't enjoy because at that moment we are busy comparing or judging? Huh?
Yeah, we should celebrate every experience.
Yeah, we should. But what are we doing? Just imagine yesterday we were at dinner, we had gone, and now we have eaten in that place before also, and we've eaten the same dishes also. And many of us were saying, "Nahi, wo pehle wala zyada acha tha." When we had it that time, which was more tasty. Okay, so were we enjoying the meal that we were having, or we were busy comparing it? Last time it was better. But we keep doing it, na? Either judging or comparing. So are we acknowledging what is going on right now? Because what's happening right now is what's happening right now. Yeah, and the way we are programmed is, last year we had huge results and we were doing the same strategy. This year also we'll do same strategy, we'll get the same result. Right? And because we are programmed to do the things in that way only, we'll do it that way only. Okay. Now, smart people, they know that, look, every human being that we meet is different. Har insaan alag hota hai. And you need a different strategy for everybody. But we are in our default mode applying the same old formula everywhere. in life also, with people also. And then we are wondering why life is not turning out differently. Okay? Now tell me, guys, who is the culprit who is doing all this judging and comparing?
Self.
Or whatever you consider yourself to be. After all, who's yourself? Kaun hai self?
My own thinking, analyzing and thinking kind of thing.
Yeah. Say more. Others can also say, who are you? I mean, who is doing this kind of stuff? I mean, who is the you that is experiencing the life that we lead every day? So are you your mind? Are you your body? Are you your emotions? So are you something more than that?
Yeah, whatever we do, whatever we think, whatever we practice, whatever we experience.
Listen. Suresh, these questions I'm asking is not for you to answer it right now. I want you to think first.
Okay.
See, when we give the first answer, usually it is the stock answer. वो रेडीमेड आंसर होता है ना जो याद करके रखते हैं आंसर एग्जाम में तैयारी करते हैं ना 100 frequently asked questions prepare the answer. That's the way our mind is. But these questions which I'm asking is to get us a new awareness and start thinking, hey, who am I? Really? Now, one person told me once that, okay, I am my ego. So tell me, that ego allows you to have a sense of connection or it makes you have a sense of separation? I, me, mine. Ego makes you feel connected or does it make a separation?
Separation.
Separation, right?
Yes, sir.
So the connectedness that is naturally there with everything, including the superconscious mind, including my, what we call it, the infinite self and all that, is reduced to main, mera, right? Who do I think myself to be? Or what some people call as the ego. Okay? So this ego doesn't allow the connection. So remember I said to you the 5 elements of intimate relationship. Can somebody tell me what those are, if you remember it? Anybody? Unmute yourself and tell us. What are the 5 elements of an intimate relationship?
Trust.
Yeah, and?
Allowance.
What?
Allowance.
Krishna, I didn't hear you.
That's allowance.
Yeah. And?
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
Gratitude. Okay. Gratitude.
Gratitude and? Honor, trust, allowance. Okay, gratitude, vulnerability. Now tell me, when you are operating from ego, can you have honor, trust, allowance, vulnerability, gratitude?
No.
And you remember vulnerability means what? That dropping all your defenses, dropping all your barriers. One of the biggest defenses that we have in life is I am right, I know everything. That is the ego talking. See, it's made as a defense mechanism by brain number 2. Right, wrong, good, bad. What are we doing it for? Again, for protection. Why are we judging all the time? For protection. So all these things that we do in our life, causing separation, okay? And the culprit is judging. सबसे बड़ा जो दुश्मन है इसके अंदर कौन है? Judging. Judging will not allow you to honor anybody unless he fits into your judgment, you know. Trust. How much we hold back our trust. How much of drama we do in life because we are not willing to trust. Have you noticed that? Huh? How we talk, How we respond to people? Because are we trusting? Maybe not. So these are the games that our ego is paying, is not going to allow you to have honor, trust, allowance. What is allowance? Allowance is that you treat everything as interesting point of view. Honor will come, allowance will come when we are not judging anything. We are saying, okay, that's my interesting point of view. So I look at someone, my judging thought is coming, and I'll say, oh, good, yes, Sukhdeepak, that's an interesting point of view you have. So if we can treat everything as just an interesting point of view, allowance will happen. But this ego, will it let it do? Ego wants to be right. Ego wants to say, I know. Ego wants to say, oh, it happened in the past, so it must be like this now. So when you can tell this ego to go, then something which we want very badly, what is that? Abundance will start coming into your life. Okay? Now, you start experimenting in life and find out how many people or how many things are you openly and freely allowing to enter into your life. So on the one side, we are doing all sorts of strategies to get to more and to get to more, and more people should like me. They should like me so that they can buy from me. Okay, that formula we are running. But on the other side, with all this good and bad, right and wrong, protection drama that we are running, we are actually not allowing open flow of the energy to come into our life. Therefore, you don't have what you want. Most people are only obsessed by one thing, right? Money, 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 money. No money, no love, they think. We do expensive things to have love and respect. So ego is the culprit. Are you beginning to see that? All this right and wrong, good and bad drama that's going on, who do you think is doing that? You as an infinite being, would you do that?
No.
When you're not being the infinite being, who do you think you're being? The ego being. I, me, mine, mine. So one Guruji used to say, small I, big I. Okay? Big I is infinite being, small I is ego. You getting that? And this ego is always saying to everything, abundance, go. Ego, na? It says abundance, go, love, go, respect, go, intimacy, go. If you want all these things to go, you can have your ego. Mitron, bhaiyon aur behnon, what do you really want? You want abundance in your life, or you want your ego? Very nice word, ego. So when you start connecting again, right? And when you start opening up, you're going to be becoming more and more aware of all the thoughts and feelings and emotions of others who are there around you. Okay? And you're going to start thinking that this is mine. So what is the tool I gave you? You keep on asking, who does this belong to? Okay? So when you will get connected with others, remember that you will be picking up other people's emotions. And when that happens, you will become a little touchy and you will have less emotional tolerance. So you want to change your life? Spend 3 days asking yourself, who does it belong to? Any thought comes, you say, who does it belong to? Any opinion comes, ask, who does it belong to? Any feeling comes, who does it belong to? Okay? What will happen is that you are going to destroy that thing in you that thinks that other people's emotions are yours. Can you imagine a situation that you get this clarity that most of my thoughts, feelings, and emotions, they are not mine? And I'm making other people reality my reality. For some of you people who are in business and in sales and all, did you notice that there was a reality getting created in the world? Oi, oi, oi. There is so much of this COVID. Now business is gone. Business is finished. Everybody started believing that and business was finished. Some people did not believe that. You know that. Right? Some people did not believe it. Their business was becoming more and more. One big company got rid of 3,000 crore debt in the time like COVID because they were not influenced by the thinking of the majority and the masses. So remember again, I keep telling you, enterprising people, they see possibilities where ordinary people see limitations and blockages. Where is that Suresh Karu? Suresh, can you say this in Hindi? Enterprising people, they see possibilities where ordinary people see roadblocks and obstacles and limitations.
What do you say in Hindi, enterprising people?
Saksham log.
Okay. Saksham log संभावनाएं
देखते
हैं, साधारण लोग असंभव देखते हैं.
साधारण लोग रुकावटें देखते हैं,
रुकावट, यस,
बाधाएं देखते हैं, सीमाएं देखते हैं. उनका दिमाग सीमित रहता है. So just why, what is the biggest advantage you have of empowering morning conversation? The biggest advantage is that every negative stuff that you're picking up from people, no? Like 100 people, if you are a business owner or you are a business manager, you will see how many people are going to come and tell you, sir, very difficult, times are hard. Nobody wants to do business, sir. They don't want to take out money these days. Now you're a human being, you're going to get influenced, no? And at some point, if you start believing what they believe, then you're like a sadharan vyakti. So do you want to believe that? How many times we believe, this is the only way to do this. Bhagwan, this is the only way to do this. So there are many possibilities if one is willing to look at it. So when you spend a couple of days asking this question, who does it belong to? Then all these influences, negative or otherwise, you're picking up from other people. Okay, it doesn't belong to you. Something very interesting is going to start happening. You want to know what is that interesting thing that will start to happen in your life? Can you? Trauma and drama will be leaving your life. What is trauma? What is drama? Anybody? Give an example of the trauma and drama. Trauma and drama will be leaving your life. Joy, bliss, and ecstasy will be entering your life. Wow. So what is the trauma and drama that you're having? Get ready, Garu.
Sir, I'm practicing this and I feel lighter, sir.
Exactly. Because joy and ecstasy are entering into your life. Correct? I'm just reminding everybody else. What is the trauma and drama in your life? Have you seen little drama and trauma people keep on doing all the time? So one is that you're sitting here having a nice intellectual discussion and feeling very happy about it. my request to you, what is the trauma and drama happening in your life? And most of it is happening because you're picking up these emotions of others. They don't belong to you. So when you pick it up, you also become a part of the trauma and drama of their lives. So do you like that? Just give me a second.
That's a very interesting discussion we are having today. Exiting all the trauma and drama in our lives. How simple words mean so much different.
Yeah, who was that? That was a nice voice I was hearing.
Neeti.
Wow. So interesting, no? When the trauma and drama leaves your life, what is going to remain? What will be allowed to enter into your life? Ladies and gentlemen.
When the trauma and drama leaves, we will exist. Our own self, individual self will remain.
Yeah. The real, wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary person that you are will emerge, right?
More possibilities will
Emerge.
yeah.
Most important thing, my dear, joy,
Yes.
bliss, ecstasy will enter into your life. है ना? बिन पिए आपको सुरूर आ रहा है. What do you want? Yeah?
ये तो क्या हुआ?
Yeah, you don't have to spend money to feel that. No? Normally you go and spend money, go to a pub and take a drink or whatever. Huh? But I'll tell you something, if you are not experiencing joy, bliss and ecstasy in your life, right, then you're picking up somebody else's point of view and somebody else's drama in your life. Can you imagine that most of these negative feelings, if you know that, hey, these are not mine, I'm picking up somebody else's. So you simply have to say, who does it belong to? You can make it musical if you want to enjoy it. Who does it belong to? Oh, hey, so I'm sending it back to the sender with consciousness attached. So what's going to happen is that you're going to start living more consciously. And remember, we started today's meeting by saying that when you start acknowledging what is there in your life, okay, you are going to attract more of that. So let's look for a moment. What does it mean to function consciously? Anybody? What does it mean to function consciously?
Living at the moment with consciousness.
Yeah, what's that?
With awareness,
Okay,
living every moment with awareness.
right. And when you do that, what will happen?
Magic will happen, sir.
Exactly. See, when you are living consciously, one of the things that will happen is that you will be aware of what we are thinking and what we are saying. Okay? What are you thinking and what are you saying? You will be aware of it. And these are the parameters from which you will be creating a life. So if you think, imagine, if you think I still have money problems, what do you think will happen? If you still think I feel sad, you know,
Yes, sir.
if you still think that I'll never be happy with this woman, if you think I feel disempowered. So when you start functioning with awareness, you will know exactly what you're thinking in your mind and what you're saying. and what vibrations you're sending out into the universe. Na?
Yes, sir.
So when you start doing this, who does it belong to? And you start living more consciously and with more awareness. So very soon, look, man makes habits very easily, no? So if you spend 20, 30, 40, 50 years living unconsciously, that has become a habit. Now you're developing a new habit of living consciously. So when you develop this habit of living consciously, you know what will happen? You will not be able to function unconsciously because this has become a habit.
And you will be in a creative mode always.
Yes, you will take responsibility for what you think and say. You know, you will realize that only my own thinking and what I'm saying in my mind has been creating this reality till now. And I can create the reality I want. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
See, that's now, to tell you in a nutshell, is what we are trying to do here. So deal with everything else. And remember one thing, guys, if you are choosing, if you're making a choice of anything, which is not joy, bliss, ecstasy, happiness, and abundance, that means we are functioning from unconsciousness. So what if you keep saying all the time like this? You know, for you to be able to say, we are peace and calm, we are kindness, we are gratitude. So what do you want to do? Keep saying negative things in your head? Now, one other possibility when you start functioning from awareness, can you think of? You are functioning from awareness, you are living consciously. What other possibility will start opening up in your life?
Sir, I feel I'm living for myself, not for others.
Yeah, also, as an infinite being, you know, myself belongs to everybody and everybody belongs to me anyway.
Yes, sir.
See, there is no myself and other selves, right?
Sir.
Remember, all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. What else is possible? Think that now you are operating from consciousness. You're operating from awareness. You are aware of what your mind is saying. You're aware of what you are saying. What will that make possible? Anything is possible. Interesting thing might be you will start living your life in very awareness is a state where you live in 10-second increments, you know. You start noticing that I'm living now. I'm living for the moment. And in this moment, and I can allow joy, happiness, ecstasy, anything to come. In this moment, what do we do normally? Worry about, oh, will I get this business or not? Is the month of February going to go like, you know, March is also going to go like February or not? When we are in the present moment and enjoying that present moment, and generating bliss and joy and ecstasy in the present moment, do you have time to worry about what's going to happen or not?
No, sir. We don't worry.
Yeah, in the present moment, you are aware, what is this negative thought I'm putting into my head? Is it going to bring me more abundance and joy and love and what I want, or is it going to give me negative of that? See, one thing that I believe, and I believe it every day more and more, is that ask the universe and you will receive it. Guaranteed. Okay? But the universe is not going according to your timeline. Okay? The universe, you say, oh, I want 10 crore rupees right now. Universe may give you 10 crore rupees right now or not. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Sir, I told this many people, but they don't believe it, sir.
Yeah, so they will prove themselves right. Because whatever they believe, that's what will happen. And tell me, I'll tell you one thing, Reddy Garu, why to tell people this?
Sir, who are close to me, when they are in a negative thought, I tell them, think positively, and whatever you request, the universe will give you. It's available in abundance.
You know what? Recently, I was there in Bhopal.
Sir.
Okay, so Mr. and Mrs. Kelkar both were doing the program. So I was telling many things with that we say in Access. So the husband is saying, see, Leena, I've been telling you for the last 10 years this thing. You don't listen to me. But you listen to Mr. Malwai because he's got the, authority to say so. But this is what we do, somebody very close to us may tell us the same thing, we'll not listen to it.
Yes, sir, but here my problem is, people think that you got everything in your life, that's why you are speaking like this.
You say, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I say.
You should say that.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know how I got everything in my life?
Yeah.
If you got everything in your life, you got it because you did something right, na?
Yes, sir.
So you can say, no, with the, boldly you can say,
Yeah.
I got everything in my life, yes. Because there must be something which I did correctly, no?
Sir.
And I'm telling you how to get it and you are not believing me. So what should I do? See, why are we bothered if they believe us or not? First of all. Again, our mind is judging, no? I'm telling them such a good thing, they should believe it.
No, I'm just telling you that when we, no, I don't expect that, sir. I have to tell them that, yes, you wish whatever you like in life, you'll get it because it's available. The universe will give you at the appropriate time. That's what I tell. That's all.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that, whether they believe it or not,
yeah,
we will say what we will say.
That's all, sir. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. So they have a choice, right? See,
Yes,
sometimes we got to be very clear about one thing, Reddy Garu, especially children.
Yeah.
Right? There are certain people in life, they have to learn the hard way.
Sir.
So if they have to learn the hard way, they have to learn the hard way. No amount of hard telling. Because when they're ready, they'll do what you ask. They'll say, oh, yeah. Somebody had told me this before also. Now I'm remembering it. So that's a good one. So here's the thing. We are living consciously, and you will live consciously if you don't allow your ego to take over. Ego, there are signs that you can see that it's my ego operating. How would you know that your ego is operating right now? How would you recognize if your ego is operational at any particular point of time? It has taken over you. How would you recognize that?
When I
Strained,
think I know everything.
That's one. Then what else?
strained situations.
Say again.
Strained situations in relation or business or anything. I mean, when certain things are not working out,
You
or
can be clear. Yeah, good one.
working against us.
Exactly. So that's a very good one. That definitely somewhere the ego is playing the game, right? But mostly we'll say it is because of other person's ego.
So that is the difference between an ordinary person and a Saksham love. They understand living. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so how would you recognize? I want each one of us to be able to recognize in themselves whenever they are in that state of ego. You know, when somebody is thinking, I know and you don't know. Definitely when you are judging, you will know that you are in a state of ego. Yeah, anybody, you have something you would like to say to us after listening to whatever I said?
Can I?
Yes, definitely, sir.
If we start disagreeing in the discussions or negotiations, is it the ego or the knowledge? How to, because many times is a knowledge which tells us कि नहीं बाबा ये रास्ते से जाएंगे तो I don't think it's the correct way.
Okay. So should I give you an answer to this, sir?
Sure. Yeah, please.
See, one thing which you know very well because you said it one time also. If you have a position, other person will have opposition.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you know something, other person should be willing to accept it and hear it.
Sure.
Correct? Now, another person may be stuck on his point of view
Yes.
about something, right? And maybe it is out of ignorance. Like one day, one scientist told me, Mr. Malvai, you are suffering from, ignorance. What arrogance of ignorance? She told. Right? Then I started listening to what she had to say. Now, in this case, you know something, and you know that it's beneficial for someone, right? Now, if you get stuck on I'm right, is that person going to accept your point of view?
I don't think.
So purpose will not get served, na?
No.
So if you become adamant or something like that. So your question would be, okay, how do I handle a person like that?
Yes.
So what I would do is, I would first try to find out what is his point of view really? And why is he so stuck on that point of view?
So we step back one point saying that, okay, this is also an interesting point of view.
That point that he's holding on to, that's an interesting point of view.
And get it digested ourselves.
Okay, what is his point of view? Why is he wo itna kyun ada hua hai apne point of view mein?
Correct, yeah.
Right? And once he knows that you have got his point of view, you have digested it also, and then you say, wow, this is a great point of view you have.
Then it may give me a better visualization, or it can give me confirmation to my thinking that no, that interesting point of view is not going to lead us to the correct decision, and then I can insist on him to listen to me. And
you may not have to insist even, See, you will simply say, okay, I got this. This is great. Now, once you get his point of view, two things will happen. One is you will realize how is it that you should be presenting your point of view so that he gets it.
Yeah.
Maybe he was not getting it the way you were presenting it. That is also possible, no?
Yes.
He's not going to listen until he अपना point of view बताएगा नहीं, वो नहीं सुनने वाला है, ठीक है ना? So now he knows के boss अशोक जी को मेरा point of view समझ में आ गया. Now you may then say very gently, okay, Mr. So-and-so, you got this wonderful point of view, I get it. You might even repeat back to him and say, okay, this is what you're saying.
What he has said, yes. And
I understood you
that
correctly. Wonderful, I get it. I
that
completely,
will help. Explaining his point of view.
Mr. Jain, you know, I used to think exactly like you 20 years ago. I have some information, right? Which if you permit me, I'll tell you, maybe it will help you. This way, you are asking permission. Should I tell you my point of view?
Correct.
Now,
Yeah.
because you have listened to him, how is he going to say no to you? Orega bolo yaar. Now, this is better or getting stuck on a point because of ego? Because ego would lead to argument and more argument. Yeah.
Stepping one step below, listening, digesting, explaining him what we have understood, and then putting our point of view is always, it will always be, let us lead him so that he believes in what we are thinking, because we have digested, explained to him what we understood, and then gone further.
Exactly. Many of the salespeople, they don't understand this, you know. Especially when a client is asking too many questions or it looks like the client is disagreeing, you know. So we judge and say, oh, he doesn't want to listen to me. Then we make a position, then we try hard to convince him. And the more we try to convince him, worse he's going more away from you.
सर आपको क्लाइंट के पास क्यों जाना है? घर में तो हर दिन ही कम से कम 5-6 दफे यही होता है. घर में तो 5. Just because your father, you say that we 10 o'clock we have to go. Why? It happens in the house. And after some time, the juniors, they get a feeling. After some time, juniors get a feeling कि डैडी ने या दादा ने कुछ ऐसे बोला तो पहले ना ही बोलना है. उसके बाद में, yeah, they also get their shortcuts done, how to make other people to listen to them.
Yeah, but Ashok ji, you want to remember, ये हर बात पे ना बोलना उन्होंने किससे सीखा है?
मेरे से सीखा होगा.
Exactly. हम लोग बचपन में बच्चा कुछ बोलता है तो first thing is no.
No. It's a mirror image. The people in the house are our mirror image, and we many times we see that they repeat the same sentences, same words, the same tone.
Yeah, that's why I say now the world is a mirror of you.
Yes.
If you want to find out what you're doing, look at the people around you, you will come to know what you're doing.
Sure. And actually, I enjoy that.
Great, fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, so what else is possible? Good question, isn't it?
There is nothing impossible.
To live more consciously.
So when you say what is possible, I say that nothing is impossible. Then where is the question of what is possible? Everything is possible. What is possible?
What else is possible? You know, in
what else is possible?
Situations, you know, like for example, Suresh Kumar is having a situation where business is not good. Last year it was good, right? So the right question is, it always starts by saying, okay, so how does it get better than this? How? Universe will start telling you, how does it get better than this? When something is happening, you can say, wow, great. What else is possible? Like right now, I'm actually saying, what else is possible in this conversation? We are talking about if you can go beyond the ego and you live your life more consciously, correct? What will happen if you keep asking this question, who does it belong to? And when you don't allow the trauma and drama of life to be in your space, yeah, the possibility of joy and ecstasy and happiness entering into your life is coming in. And once that is coming in, what else is possible?
What else is?
ऐसा थोड़ी है कि इतनी खुशी मिली है मुझको कि मैं खुशी से मरना जाऊं. एक गाना था हमारे टाइम पे, रतन जी ने सुना होगा. है ना, ये खुशी मिली है मुझे जिस खुशी से मर ना जाऊं। अरे खुशी से मरना क्यों चाहते हो यार? इन द ओल्ड डेज वो खुशी से 10-15 बच्चे पैदा कर देते थे।
मगर वो दिन में नहीं होती थी ना।
We went yesterday, we were in day before in Chandigarh, we went to meet one of my dad's cousin's wife, you know. Now, that is his Masiji, that means mother's sister.
Mother's sister.
She had 12 children
Oh, good.
and 2 who had passed away also. But so 12 plus
12.
2. What an interesting life they must have been leading in those days.
We are 7.
They will say in Punjabi, उस time ना TV नहीं होता थी.
But sir, frankly, we are 7, and it used to be very interesting life because there were, let's say, somebody junior to whom we can boss over. There is somebody senior who bosses over us. So there used to be a fun every evening on the dining table. It used to be really fun. Even when we meet now, it's a fun.
So all you children were busy having fun, and somebody else
Yes.
will be also having fun, and then you will have new entrants into your family every year.
Yes.
क्या जिंदगी थी, है ना? Joy and ecstasy. Even then we can ask, what else is possible?
What it
How
is.
does it get better than this? You know?
And actually, the whole scene comes before me. Somebody will copy what Nani is going to come and say, अरे तुमने क्यों नहीं खाया, ये क्यों छोड़ा, ये कम क्यों खाया? देखो अभी मैं इधर छोड़ता हूँ, नानी आके बोलेगी कि ये क्यों नहीं खाया. So there used to be a plan, our plan also on the dining table. What father would say, what mother would say, what grandmother would say. It was a fun year. Sir, just before you close, what else is possible? The first sentence has discouraged me. Shall we take 1 month off? That is not the other. What else is possible?
And
That is not possible.
I'm not going to do that.
No, but that is not possible. And
Yeah, sure.
I'm still wondering why the hell that kind of talk comes to you. That is a discouragement at 7 o'clock itself.
Ashok ji, yesterday when I looked at the attendance on our call, I said, what the hell is happening here? So one day then I'll be talking to only one person. What
Today we are 23. 23 is a really good score at 7:30.
Yeah, that's all right. When we decided to experiment with 7 o'clock, we were thinking how many people will come. We thought only 19 people will come. Anyway, so guys, have a wonderful day. Remember, be conscious. You know, one of the things I want all of you to be conscious about today, if I may request you, be conscious, are you smiling or are you frowning?
Okay.
तो ये मत बोलना किसी को, अगर कोई बोलता आप हंस नहीं रहे हो तो आप ये जवाब मत देना कि सेहरा क्या देखते हो, दिल में उतर के देखो ना.
अरे बाप,
दिल में बड़ी खुशी है सर, बट हमारा चेहरा ही ऐसा है, क्या करें. हम खुश होते हैं तब भी हम नाराज लगते हैं. There's one guy who would tell like this, you know. He's an interesting character. He used to work for me. So he said, good morning, sir. What is so good about this morning, sir?
no.
मैं उसको भूला नहीं आज तक. देखिए, दिल में जगह बैठा ली उसने. अभी भी मुझे गर्ग साहब याद है. 1977 में ऐसे बोला था वो, सर व्हाट इज सो गुड अबाउट दिस मॉर्निंग. अभी मैं, आई डोंट ब्लेम हिम, ही वाज अ लिटिल ओल्ड, यू नो. He was around 50 years old. So maybe, क्या पता. Or he never knew this technique called whose does it belong to. है ना?
Yeah, sure.
क्योंकि दुनिया में हम लोग तो वैसे ही है ना, we are like sponge. We are picking up all thoughts and feelings. हमारा गाना कौन सा होना चाहिए? तुम अपना रंजो गम, अपनी परेशानी मुझे दे दो, दे दो, दे दो. So we are दुखी. So not today, okay?
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, sir.
Have a wonderful day, magnificent day, extraordinary day. And I'm going to see some of you this evening for a short time, not for a very long time. Okay. And we'll discuss a few things in the evening also. So all you wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary, loving, kind, enthusiastic, exuberant, joyous, glorious people, have a great day. All right? See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir, and same to you.
Bye, 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 bye.